and whimsical, lots of natural light. It's 2 stories high.
How many stories below are we right now for the mock-up?
For the mock-up, we are 2 floors below parking ramp 4.
Gotcha.
The hospital itself will be 14 stories.
14
2 below,
stories, yeah.
12 above.
Okay. So tell me a little bit, real quick. Tell me a little bit about the purpose of the mock-up.
So the purpose of the mock-up spaces was to kind of be a trial and error run for our hospital. Not just for administrators, but for doctors and nurses as well, to kind of see what works, what doesn't work. We brought in doctors, we brought in nurses, we brought in food nutrition staff, housekeeping staff, and especially, and most important, families and patients to see what they like, what they didn't like. So we build our hospital right the first time. We don't get in there and then decide we need to change something or move this to the left or the right. So
This may seem like a strange question, but where'd you come up with that idea? I mean, it seems like common sense, but I don't know a whole lot of others that do it like that.
Honestly, I think it probably came from we did a lot of visits to other children's hospitals that have opened in recent years when we decided we were going to build this hospital. So just getting feedback from them saying, you know, I wish we would have done this. I wish we would have done that. So instead of getting in our hospital and saying those things, we went ahead and built it based on these mock-up spaces. So
I really like this artwork that was put up here. This is really neat.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. Every floor you kind of see from some of these mock-up, every floor is going to have its own color.
Okay.
That's going to help in wayfinding, its own color, its own icon. So, especially for little kids, they don't necessarily remember I'm on floor 3. I remember I'm on the Bluebird.
The Bluebird floor, yeah.
Bluebird floor.
I'm on the Twitter. It's the Twitter floor.
It's the Twitter floor. You know, I didn't even think of that. I thought that word looked familiar for some reason.
Be careful, there's a trip hazard here.
There is a trip hazard. Yeah. So on this here, you can kind of see an example of some of the protective wall coverings that are not only pretty to look at and kind of fun and whimsical, but they actually serve a purpose. They're easy to clean.
Yeah.
They'll keep the walls protected, and they'll each fit with the theme that each floor has.
You got chicken, you got the cow, you got the egg.
And even, I mean, if you look at some of these, you can see, you know, I'm not just looking at a cloud, but this cloud has dragonflies in it.
Oh wow!
So they're visually entertaining too for the kids to look at.
And that's
while they're on the units.
That's a really critical thing.
These are kind of some examples. And then here, this is the layout of where our floors are going to be and which icon corresponds.
The balloon's going to be 14th?
Well, 12.
12, okay.
Because the 2 lower levels will be lower level 1, lower level 2.
Okay.
So we have 12
11,
all the way down
10,
10.
9,
Yep.
8, 7, 6. Thank you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Basement. So, I can count. Yay!
Good job.
This is really neat. I like this. And this says, here, I'm going to put this up here. Welcome. We're here to tell the Iowa story. It begins in the farmlands, wanders through the woodlands, babbles through the wetlands, and concludes in the prairie.
So yeah, this is really an example of where we're taking the theme from the new Children's Hospital. Everything has a theme now. So the theme is kind of Iowa landscapes for our hospital, telling the story of our great state. Like it says here, farmlands, woodlands, wetlands, and prairies. And if you notice how the colors kind of in nature kind of move from the warms to the cools, that's what the floors in the hospital are going to do. So this is kind of you see how this matches.
Now, is this going to be like a runner along the wall, or is that just on each floor's got its own?
Each floor will have, and you'll see the more full-size version when we get in the room here.
Okay, gotcha.
So.